And now for our feature presentation.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
You're listening to Straight Talk with Dean and Mark. Call in to join the conversation at 646-668-8393.
Welcome to Straight Talk with Dean and Mark. It's the six-man Dean Geronimo in the studio with Mark Lee, and we welcome you to yet another exciting episode of our show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to May 2019. It's Straight Talk with Dean and Mark. It's the six-man Dean Geronimo, and as always, from NJ to NC, I'm in the studio with my right-hand man, Mark Lee. So, Mark, what's good in your neck of the woods, my brother?
It's been a very busy week we've been having here in Durham, North Carolina. I've had all kinds of things going on over there at the Hayti Heritage Center. On Friday, Camelot was in town, so we had Camelot, which is a private school. They were doing a showcase of various things in the art, so they had musicians. These are all young kids, everything from high school on down to elementary, I believe. But they had dance, drama, artwork, and there was actually some very talented folks in that group. And then on Saturday, there was a historical walk, actually two historical walks. I think I may have learned that I'm a little bit more out of shape than I thought I was because I went on the first walk. It was in the middle of that heat, ducked into a couple of shade spots, and that walk was only maybe about a block and a half, and I was feeling a little bit of that, and then got on the longer walk, which might have been close to a mile, maybe a mile and a half, and was definitely feeling that on the next morning. So I used to be one of them serious exercise people, and I think I might have to get back on my exercise groove again and see if I can get in some more fighting weight kind of shape. So I had that going on, and then that evening there was a play called The D Word, which is about divorce, but it also kind of touched on divorce in relationship to the Christian aspect in churches and things of that nature. So that was real good. And then Sunday we had both of the Christ Central services, and then we also had the Readers Party. But like I said, a lot of information was learned and all of that stuff. I forgot about Richard Fitzgerald on the history walk, but he was a major brick mason in the area, and his bricks are seen all over the world apparently. But he was part of the historical Hayti area, and we also talked on one of the walks about the Malcolm X school that was here not that long, but it was definitely commemorating Malcolm. I won't say I was a young kid at the time, probably around like 7 or 8, so we're talking like the late 60s, early 70s. But just hearing about that and hearing about some of these great legacies that have gone on, but as they're trying to make Durham more walkable, are trying to find ways to commemorate the history as well.
Okay, and 13 more days will be the birthday of El Hajj Malik El Shabazz, better known as Malcolm X, born on May 19th, 1925. So this is his month right here.
Oh, yeah, definitely his month, and there's no doubt about it. Folks will definitely be remembering him in all kinds of different ways. So it'll be good to see him honored the way that he should be honored. So I've always been a big fan of his. And one of the things that we talked about it here on this show, but people just talk about it in general, is the fact that real revolutions oftentimes have to have somebody that's going to be a little bit more of a firecracker and somebody that might be a little bit more of middle of the road. So, during that era, we had Malcolm and Martin. Other eras might have had Booker T and W.E.B. Du Bois. But it seems like even if you look at other countries, there's usually somebody that might be rocking the boat very militantly and somebody that might be a little bit more palatable, we'll say, to the mainstream. So those kind of forces together is how we get a lot of positive change in the world.
And that's very true. And sometimes things happen by chance or fate. And an individual may become the person who leads a revolution or starts change. You never know who it's going to come from. You don't know when it's going to start, but something could be the trigger to that push for change.
And push for change is always good. I tell you one thing that I saw, well, I got to make this observation and tease my mom in the process, but one of the things that I did see that really caught me off guard, and I want to know what you think about this, is, we've had a lot of these, and I know that folks are, I definitely want to believe that folks have the right to bear arms and things of that nature, but it seems like we're just having more and more people that are, getting stuck on stupid and grabbing guns and doing things that they don't need to be doing. But I was watching, actually, I think I saw it on the internet. It might have been, I might have even seen a commercial on TV, but I definitely saw it on the internet. There's actually somebody that's trying to make some money off of this, because what they're doing is they are selling what they are calling basically a bulletproof book bag. So the book bag is like, I'm thinking that like one of these military outfits has put it together, but if you can go there and you can actually look it online, and they're claiming that, if you get caught in one of these school shootings, that this book bag could be the book bag that could save your life, because apparently it's armor protected and all of these kind of things. But, while I understand the need for these kind of things, and while I understand entrepreneurship, just when I saw that ad, I'm sitting there going like, okay, this is a new era that we are living in when y'all are selling armor-proof book bags.
Well, you know what? Somebody's going to find a way to make some money off of everything. My question is, the book bag only covers one part of you, so what's going to happen if you get shot in the front? I'm just curious. You know what I mean? You run around here with a bulletproof book bag and you get shot in the head. I mean, is the book bag going to, like, cover your entire body, or are you just kind of, like, out there? One part of your body is covered, and you got to pick whether you're going to wear this bag in the front of you or the back of you, But I still believe that because individuals know that the majority of the country is not armed, they're going to they take the upper hand. So they don't care about any laws. They don't care about any rules or regulations. They can get their hands on some weapons, whether they're automatic weapons, semi-automatic. They don't care. And like I said, they know that there's a small possibility of someone even retaliating, because unless you have someone that is law enforcement or something like that, chances are they're the only one with the gun.
You got a point there. And here's what they said. It says that in one of the articles I'm reading, it says that bulletproof backpacks aren't made with stronger ballistic-resistant hard plates because they would be too heavy to wear. Curran says that's especially true for small children. Bulletproof backpacks can be expensive. They can range in price from $200 to $500. Some companies, including Bullet Blocker, also sell cheaper $99 bullet-resistant inserts that slide into regular backpacks. Curran says these inserts can be just as effective as full-on bulletproof backpacks, but he warns that buying multiple inserts and stacking them together won't provide you with increased protection. It's also worth remembering that some students store their backpacks in their locker for part or all of the school day, a scenario that makes bulletproof backpacks less useful in an emergency because, if you ain't got the bulletproof backpack with you, it ain't going to do no good. And I want to say in one of the commercials I saw, they actually had to disassemble the backpack in order to make it more bulletproof. So I'm thinking if bullets are whizzing at you, do you really have time to actually unbuckle the backpack, attach it to you as some sort of armor, or are you going to be ducking under a chair? So there's some practical things that I was also wondering as I was watching this commercial, because I know in one of the commercials they were showing the person, they were disassembling it and then making it more of a bullet vest or whatever. But I'm sitting there going that's going to take a lot of time. And like you said, some of these shooters, if they're already firing, I don't know if you're going to have time to actually do all of this.
But it's still, my question is still, is it a whole body suit? Because if it's not, you better stay low, because you don't know where the bullet's going to go. And just because you have a vest on does not guarantee that if they have armor-piercing bullets, you're done anyway. So you spent $200 on a book bag, right? And you say, okay, well, this will protect me, but it won't. But like the older folks used to say, fools and money quickly,
Yeah, fools with money will depart with it quickly. I mean, we all know about the various what do you call them, hustles that people got, where somebody will be writing them, telling them that they got a sick relative, they need this or they need that, and they might be sitting at home already in the lap of luxury, but they're telling you that they need this in order to help their relative in Hungary, or to that they need the latest technology, whatever that technology may be, because sometimes people just figure that they can get whatever they want from whoever they want, and they can make that hustle happen because they might have seen sucker written on the person's forehead. What did P.T. Barnum say? Well, there's some people out there that are trying to make that a true statement, both in the sense of the book bags and just in the sense of trying to get people to buy stuff that they probably don't necessarily need whatsoever, and not even buy it for themselves. I mean, the book bag, at least you're buying it for yourself, but I know some people that are probably buying stuff for others as well.
Well, I need to find some of these idiots that don't mind parting with their money. I got some bills that I don't feel like paying. You know what I mean? And since they want to give money away, I mean, they can write that off tax time. That's one of the things you still can deduct donations to charitable organizations. So you know what? The Pay My Bill Fund is now open. Get with me to find out how you can send those donations. And we would greatly appreciate it, you know what I'm saying? Because I just don't, even with the emails, you're the beneficiary of, you were found to be the last living beneficiary of someone, and it's usually somebody that's not in the United States. And they say, well, you have this $50 million fortune waiting for you. Please give us your name, your address, your telephone number, and all this personal information, and we will get in contact with you to make sure you get your money. And I'm thinking, well, if you did that much to find me, how'd you find my email address? That's what I'm coming to. That's one of the things you don't put down as personal information. But either way, just send me the money. Like if I'm the beneficiary, send me the damn money.
So you just want the money. You don't want any.
Yeah, dude, I'm not doing the green dot card. I'm not doing the Western Union. I'm not doing any of that stuff, man. They called around tax time and said, we can give you $9,000, but you got to go to Western Union and pick it up. And I'm thinking, how are you going to send me $9,000 to Western Union? You don't even know my name. And they were like, well, that's why we need you to tell us your name. I'm like, dude, it's a Sunday afternoon. You cannot be calling from a federal government office. This is impossible. With a 215 area code, which is Philadelphia. So I said, how are you in D.C. calling me from a phone with a Philadelphia number? Is it a cell phone? He said, no, it's an office phone. I said, man, if you don't get off my phone right now, we're going to have some problems. He's like, what do you mean? I said, your location that you said and your area code that showed up on my phone are two different places. I'm not going to tell you where they are, but I know exactly where both are. And no federal government worker is working right now to give somebody $9,000. And he was like, no, we're calling from the IRS. You have to believe us. I said, dude, the IRS doesn't call anybody, man. They send correspondence one way. That's certified letter. But I didn't tell them that part. I'm like, dude, kiss my ass. You really trying to, you think I'm going to give you my real name? Nah, buddy.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. Not going to give the real name. Not going to sit there and try to fall into these traps that a lot of people are trying to get you into. The folks just think that, a lot of folks just imagine that the world is stuck on stupid and that they need to be stuck on stupid with them.
Right.
And I do not feel like falling into that.
No,
now it looks like our buddy Biden is surging in the crowded field, because last time I heard we got up to, I think we're above 20 now. It might be 22 or 23, but there is an article here out of South Carolina, the state just below me, that says that 20 of his rivals have lined up to run for president, believing the race for the Democratic Party presidential nomination was wide open. But 1 week after launching his campaign, former Vice President Joe Biden is threatening to prove them wrong. His liabilities may be glaring, but the 76-year-old lifelong politician has quickly emerged as the frontrunner in the crowded contest by dominating the debate that matters most to many voters, which is electability. So I guess, people like Elizabeth Warren and those, and I definitely like what she's doing. She's talking about some issues and things of that nature, but apparently the public wants to know who can beat this man that's sitting in the White House right now, and that seems to be the number one concern that they've got. So while there's a lot of issues that we need to be concerned about and a lot of things that we will be concerned about, apparently a lot of the